Hello Capricorn, welcome into your reading. This is Angie from Intuitive Tarot. Let's find out what Spirit needs to tell you today. What do you need to know, what do you need to hear? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, beings of love and light, please enter only into this space to give our Capricorn collective messages they need to hear right now. What do they need to know for their highest good and the highest good of all? One more shuffle, Capricorn, and we'll get in. Thanks for joining me and bringing your energy here today for me to read. I'm not long on this platform. I've just been at this since, let me see, February this year. Today is the 2nd of April 2026. But these readings are timeless. Whenever you click on this message, if it comes past your feed at all, there's definitely a message here for you. So let's tap in and find out what's going on with the Capricorn collective. What do you guys need to hear at this moment? Let's see what we've got, Capricorn. Knock on the door. What have we got for Capricorn on this day? Yes, this is your card. The Star card. It's the card of Aquarius. Are you healing at the moment, or is this a wish? Wishing upon a star. There's your challenge. And let's see, or your influence. 3 of Pentacles. Now this is your energy. No, it's not. Hold on, yes it is. It's Earth energy. 3 of Pentacles talks about teamwork. Working with people that are on the same page as you. 9 of Pentacles. It's more of your energy. What you need to focus on is living in abundance. You guys, this is incredible. High vibrations here, I have to say. I'm feeling it. Capricorn, your energy is, it's fresh, you know, it's light. 9 of Swords, as I say that, this is anxiety in the recent past. What have you been up all night about? Is something really over doing a number on you at the moment? What is that? Let's find out. We'll get cards to clarify on each one of these. Once I get the initial spread, the 4 of Cups really wants to speak to us today. It's like a card of regret. Let's see. And the 2 of Swords is what's in your near future. So this is you maybe having to make a choice. At this point we have the Sun at the back of the deck, which is Leo energy. So let's see what else we need to know here. If anything resonates with you in this reading, if anything makes sense, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'd be told when I'm back in the room. This is your energy as well. This is guidance from Spirit. It's the Devil. And as you know, it's about temptation. It's about, you know, bad habits. We'll clarify and see what comes up after this. 8 of Swords then is the environment, the moment around you. So feeling trapped, feeling self-imposed prison of the mind is, you know, very much that. 8 of Cups, 888 might mean something to you. On 999 we've got a lot of 9s, lots of 8s here. 8 of Cups is about walking away, so that's your hopes or fears. Maybe you're worried about somebody walking away from you, or you walking away from someone else. And the 6 of Wands is in your potential outcome there. Let me see, Capricorn, hold up. Let me line these up a little bit better. Can you see all of those cards? Yeah, I think that's a bit better now. Okay, it looks good. Okay, and at the back of the deck we've got this Knight of Cups, which could be a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and this Knight of Cups being under the deck, it's like below the surface, or you know, maybe something that's hidden from you at this time is somebody going to come forward. Now the knights, queens, kings, everything like that are always male or female. There's never gender specific by a knight energy. It's just the energy of the card, and this is someone coming in quick. Knights come, you know, they're action orientated, and this Knight of Cups might be coming towards you at this time and offering you a cup of love, I feel, is the thing here. It's a very charismatic looking character there, you know, and there's a little love letter down here, and of course he has very Valentine kind of a look about him, but this could be somebody, I think, in your energy. Maybe you might be aware of who that is. So comment below if anything resonates here for you, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got. I want to get cards to clarify all of these, and I'll go through each one then with you and explain if we can get a bit more information for the Star card in your present situation. This is like dreaming, hoping, wishing on a star. Aquarius energy, as I said, you know, it's very floaty, watery, dreamy. Is this your energy at the moment, Capricorn? Are you kind of dreaming up a new project or something new to begin? Is your hope set on something? Is you wishing something will work out? And the Three of Pentacles then is the, you know, the influencing energy there. Are you collaborating with other people maybe? Wow, Queen of Pentacles. This is very earth sign as well, more than yourself. So this is male or female again, doesn't matter about the gender, of course. And there's the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. This is amazing. It's Leo energy there, the Strength card. But the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, again, male or female, it's just the energy of the card. The Queen of Pentacles then is Queen of Earth. This could be you, you know, Capricorn. Let's have a look. So yeah, you're very much showing up in your own energy here. So Spirit really needs to tell you something for sure. If you appear in your own readings, it's definitely something pertinent to you rather than people outside of you. And this Queen of Pentacles here, you know, she's like the matriarch in her household. Male or female, of course. Always swap those genders around and take what resonates, of course, and leave the rest, and don't make the readings fit. If they don't fit, they don't fit. It won't be for every Capricorn that's out there. So the Star of the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, this is working from a Three of Pentacles scenario, say, and upgrading to a Queen of Pentacles scenario. She's a boss, you know, that's a boss kind of characteristic of the Queen of Pentacles. She like rules the roost, as in the home, the workplace, whatever that is. Being in a leadership sort of a role comes through with that very strongly. And this could very much be you, you know, collaborating with other people then to have this wish come about that you're at the moment, or maybe using other people. Say if you're in a healing zone there with the Star card, for example. I know there's there are two scenarios here coming at me, and it's like one crowd of you are healing something and you need the cooperation of other people with this Three of Pentacles to enable that time of recovery, rest, healing, whatever that means to you. And then the other dynamic is in that scenario, the Queen of Pentacles here is setting out her boundaries. She's got everybody doing, she's able to delegate. So if you're healing at the time and you need to delegate to these people, you're absolutely doing that. She's facing those people there as well, I noticed, you know. And then if it's a project or something that you want to, you know, bring in, it's a wish, whatever that will be, and it could be regarding work. With the Pentacles turning up here, you know, Pentacles often talk about a work, a project, a hobby, you know, stuff that you do in the real world, and it can be anything from, you know, sprucing up a bathroom, your bedroom, your home in some way, all the way up to like a professional project in your workplace, or, you know, a hobby that you're very dedicated to, like revamping your garden, or, you know, painting. It can be anything. But it's like that thing of being, you know, including people in your plan to bring this wish or ambition that you have to do whatever that project is. And also being of the Queen of Pentacles is that you can enlist people and they will cooperate with you to help bring about this wish of yours. So this looks really, really good. I love this energy here. It's so grounded. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded and very secure. You know, she looks so at peace there. She's happy out, you know. Also, she's got kind of, they're like pretend antlers made out of the tree there, and that's you connected to spirit. I feel, Capricorn, you know, very much tuning into your own inner guidance there and being led by your higher power, or your, you know, the divine really is communicating through you very strongly at this time. So the Knight of Pentacles, oh yeah, the Strength card then is the bottom. This is telling me, you know, you might have a Leo in your energy, and this Leo could have some kind of message of love for you at this time. It's the number 8 again, 888. There's your 8 cups, 8 swords, and now you have the number 8 card in the major arcana. It's talking about strength, and I have to say there's an 8 under her arm, or an infinity symbol, if you can see that at all. Is that able to focus there? It's very bright. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the next card we need to clarify, thank you Spirit, is the Nine of Pentacles. What have we got for Capricorn today on that 9 of Pentacles? What do they need to focus on? I really like this energy though. It's very positive, you know, you're really carrying yourself off here, Capricorn. Very in your power, in your own energy, you know. It's like you've embraced your own power here, especially with this Queen of Pentacles. She is so strong. So what you need to focus on is, look at 2 of Wands is clarifying this 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles, as I said, is, you know, seeing the fruits of your labour. Whatever work you've been doing, that you're able to now reap that reward is coming through big time with that 9 of Pentacles. And it's almost like it's opening up options for you, because the 2 of Wands represents, you know, a choice that you can make here. You can stay here with that wand representing one of your choices, and the other wand then is looking out into the world there, taking this, you know, to somewhere outside of your box or outside of your comfort zone, whatever that'll be. Maybe it's road tripping in the camper van, you know, but the globe is out here as well. It could be travel for you, it could be relocation, but you're on a roll here, and it looks like you need to focus on what it is, maybe in particular, that you want to invest in next. Now, investing doesn't need to mean money, of course. It can mean your energy, your time, all of those things. Pentacles covers such a realm of stuff, but it's always about the 3D. I see the 2 of Pentacles here, and coming up with that 2 of Wands at the same time. This is definitely talking about a choice. Definitely talking about a kind of crossroads, you know, scenario, but it's also alluding here to balancing the real world with your dreams. You know, the work-life balance may be a thing that you're looking at the moment, to bring something new into your world. This is like the work, maybe 8, 9 of Pentacles, you know, working hard and keeping the, you know, machine going, as they say. And this other one then looks like you're freeing yourself from maybe the binds of this sort of, oh, just working too much, maybe, at 9 Pentacles. And but she is enjoying her fruits of her labour, and it looks really comfortable. So that's why I'm saying as well that wand could represent a comfort zone. Anyway, look at you, take what resonates there, fit it where it goes in your life, because you will know using your discernment, Capricorn. This is really lovely. It's lovely to have options, so that's what it feels to me like. Your world has opened up. You've come to a place where you're very stable, secure, very abundant, and now you have choices, you know. You might be at a stage where you're kind of looking at changing jobs. You could be looking at, you know, this is like stay in the job you're at. You're actually comfortable there and earning quite a good bit, but it's actually, you know, you have the potential to do much more. Don't ever limit yourself, is what's coming through with that 2 of Wands. You know, you've got more opportunities than you've ever had, I feel, in your career. And I think this is the thing. Wow, there's a lot coming out here now. We've got the, yeah, in the recent past, we have something here. These 2 cards are so similar, the Hierophant and the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands can be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. might have been in your company there in the recent past. This Nine of Swords talks about a massively anxious time, and the Queen of Wands clarifying that it might mean that you were dealing with a lot of anxiety, and you actually flipped the lid on it and just said, look, I should turn this situation and my frown upside down. And there she is, smiling and really happy and very driven, full of passion with Wands energy there. Feeling really confident in her choices. And it looks to me, it's almost like, alchemy. Again, it's like this is sort of very shadowy, very heavy energy around this woman here, that she's not, it might be a living situation. I'm just noticing there's a bed frame there, but it's so faint, it's like a watermark, and it's like she is sick of where she's living, kind of thing. Her pillow looks mucky there as well, and it's almost like a disappearing bedroom or bed in the background. So that's never come through before for me, so pay attention to that. Maybe Capricorn, I think that there could be a thing where you're living situation might be changing, and that's what you've been agonizing about here in the recent past. And this Queen of Wands has literally taken that energy and alchemized it. You're all so good for alchemizing things, and master manifestors as well. And I think that's where you're really harnessing your light here, and tapping into your solar plexus as well comes through huge with this Queen of Wands. If it's not a fire sign in your energy, I feel like you've embodied this energy rather than this energy here, and chosen to move forward with that passion, because the next card you have in your present, this is the past, and in the present then you're focusing on a star, on a wish, on a healing, maybe even for this Nine Swords that's been in your back. That Nine Swords is like absolutely, overkill, too many thoughts going against you. There's a lot of hurt here. There's an Eight of Swords here as well. This is a self-imposed prison of the mind. You can't stop those negative thoughts. It's a whirlwind, it never stops, and this anxiety here is like a step up from it. So I'm seeing here anyway, at least for now, you've come from the Nine of Swords into an Eight of Swords overthinking kind of an attitude here, and I feel that you've reignited a passion here in your life with that Queen of Wands, and then coming into this Queen of Pentacles in the present day. This grows go to progression, major, like you're fishing yourself out of this pit of despair here that comes through with the Knight of Swords. And now you're sitting in your power once more, that Queen of Pentacles is definitely you. Capricorn, sitting in your power there. It's extraordinary transformation happening here. This is just incredible. So what have we got, Spirit, for the Four of Cups? It looks like regret. Usually that's the message that comes with the Four of Cups. We've got the Six of Cups as well to clarify, and there's the Seven of Wands under the deck, and this talks about competition, competing with other energies, trying to keep your sovereignty here, I feel, is the thing, and trying to keep your balance as well, and have this bubble of protection. Or maybe you were feeling defensive. That's usually the energy of the Seven of Wands, feeling there's so many things coming on top of you, and it's always tasks or energies pulling out of you with that Wands energy. So it might have been just overwhelm. This speaks to your environment and your foundation here, and it's talking about Four of Cups, and this is like, the glass is half full sort of an image. She's so busy looking at how many times she's invested her cup or filled her cup, and she just can't be bothered anymore. Very bored. Is this the energy about you at the moment, Capricorn? Because you see, while you're being so bored and fed up with trying things over and over again, there's actually a full cup here been offered by the universe to keep an eye out for. Might be a chance you might miss, but you're kind of stuck in this slump here, in this energy here, in this card of, I'm so sick of trying and, nothing coming of my cups that I fill and I offer to people. Or the opportunities that have failed in my life, because that can often be a sign of disappointment, the expression on her face, you see. She's so fed up looking and just not feeling motivated, but been clarified by the Six of Cups. This speaks to, you know, your growth, I think, is what I'm seeing. It's a card of nostalgia, your Six of Cups, and it usually is, you know, you're coming out of that lack mindset and you're actually turning it on its head. There's a lot of this, like, this is you alchemizing all day long and manifesting a better life rather than living in a lack mentality, living in a possibility and a proud kind of a mentality here, where you have Six Cups. You've taken all of these steps to get to where you are. You've matured so much. There's you as a boy, and now you're, you know, an adult. Of course, take these energies of male and female as they apply to yourself. But yeah, the puppy has grown to an adult dog. So this shows, you know, kind of a generational, maybe something that you might leave, a legacy of this sort of wisdom behind you, of, you know, investing in things that are worthwhile and not getting caught in this rush sort of energy, you know, where you feel so many disappointments, and it's like living in the school of hard knocks or living in the school of opportunity, you know, where you would look towards the future with absolute positivity and also pride in how far you've come. You know, Capricorn, there's a huge amount of pride around these two energies. It's like no longer being in this bothered, fed up, disappointed thing. It's like you always get lessons in life, you know. It's about each learning rather than each loss. I don't know, it's really hard to embrace that energy sometimes and to kind of see things from that point of view, but really and truly it looks like you flipped it, and that this is now, you know, your attitude going forward is like, I've got these lessons, this is lifetime learning, and I'm moving forward with this amount of emotional healing that I've done in my life, work that I've done. You know, emotions are the Cups energy. So hopefully that made sense, and we'll move on now to the Two of Swords in your near future. So this is decision time, trying to make a choice. Indecision, it really represents the Two of Swords, and that's coming up in your near future. So have we got a card to clarify this, please, Spirit, for Capricorn today? Let's see what we've got for the Two of Swords, please, Spirit. Let's see. And it's Three of Wands. Here we go again. Oh, mighty. And there's the King of Swords at the back of the deck. So again, it could be male or female, but this is an air energy. Wow. Gorgeous. King of Swords stands on his principles, you know. He stands for his boundaries. He's so intelligent, holy God. Again, it can be male or female. There might be somebody in your life of this energy and an air sign. Yeah, this is amazing, you know, jeepers. He's so knowledgeable, you know, he's so smart, very intelligent. This is a wise old owl here, you know, showing the wisdom that he's got. He also knows the truth. He cuts through rubbish, and he's no problem speaking his mind, standing by his boundaries. So this could be what you're embodying here in the near future as well. There's more swords here. We're clarifying the Two of Swords, which is indecision, with the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands represents waiting. And that's the advice here in the near future. Whatever thing that you've come up against, there's two choices and you don't know which way to go. Maybe travel will be the thing. She's beside the ocean there. You could be travelling overseas. You could be travelling closer to the sea, or, you know, near a body of water might heal you and help you in this indecision thing, is what I'm getting from these two cards. But she's ready to go and ride that wave, you know what I mean? This is waiting patiently. And I think a bit of patience might be required from you at this time to come to your own conclusion on this Two of Swords here, this decision that you're stuck on. I hope that makes sense. So let's carry on. This is you embodying your own energy, and this is guidance from Spirit. So this is telling me, you know, you've got to embody your own energy here. Standing in your power is what they're telling you. Don't forget who you are. You're very attractive. Wow, Capricorn. And very tempting. This is insane. I'm going to get a card to clarify that. Sorry for laughing, but it just is. You know, he's got that irresistible look about him, that devil. Oh my God, but he's a master manipulator. You need to watch that. And this is the thing, it's a temptation, a card of temptation. this isn't you in the guidance. I think this is guidance from spirit in this position here. And that's, he's saying to you, just watch out for the manipulators, for the temptations. Be aware. But we'll get a card to clarify nonetheless and see can we get any clearer messages from spirit on this devil card for Capricorn. Thank you. Oh, it's 7 of Cups. Here's more indecision. This is about confusion. That 7 of Cups. There's a Hierophant at the back of the deck there, number 5. So this could be a person in a spiritually powerful position, somebody in a leadership position. It's about ascension as well. There's a lot to do with the Hierophant there. And again, it's an earth energy. I think it's is it the card of Taurus? Hierophant, it is, yeah. Earth energy again. So you might have a Taurus in your life, or this could be you embodying this, of course, because you're also an earth sign, you know, but it is the card of Taurus. Anyway, this is what's important at the moment. We've got this. It looks like more indecision. And your guidance from spirit is, you know, having trouble making a choice, feeling overwhelmed. 7 of Cups. Confused. That's what comes in. So you're going to have to use your discernment here, is what they're saying in this confusion card here, 7 of Cups. I might just get one more card, please, Spirit, to clarify the devil there, and the 7 of Cups. Can we clarify that, please, further for this collective Capricorn? Thank you. The King of Pentacles, lovely. And there's a 3 of Cups, which talks about celebration with your tribe. So yeah, the devil, temptation, maybe manipulation, making you confused. I feel like there might be somebody else, another Capricorn in your life. But whoever this devil energy here is, the guidance from spirit is, you know, it's this energy around you is creating confusion, and the King of Pentacles clarifying this is, you know, this King of Pentacles represents Earth's energy again, and of course it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, as you know. This could be somebody who is like a matriarch or a leader of a household, leader or a boss in a company, or you know, could be any of those things. And that person might be the one, he's got his back turned to the devil there and the confusion. So it seems to me that he's got the solution. He's so pleased with himself, you know. And I have to say that Wolf is looking very similar to the devil. I'm sorry for laughing, but it is. He's the same kind of colour code. And it's almost like he's taken this wild energy here and brought it to heel, if you know what I mean, and putting, you know, manners on him or got control over it. And he's doing it with ease. So, you know, if this is you embodying the King of Pentacles energy, and that's where you're taking the lead in some situation, either to be the boss, to go for a promotion comes through as well. And it's like being decisive rather than being indecisive, which is what this 7 of Cups illustrates. Maybe there's a temptation to procrastinate comes through with that as well, because it is a card of confusion, but I feel there's a procrastination involved here when it's got both the devil and the 7 of Cups together. And that a person in leadership really doesn't procrastinate. They don't let themselves, you know what I'm trying to say? They boss up, like, and they take the lead and they say, feck it, I'm going with this, I've decided. And being, you know, very sure of yourself, grounded and, you know, and, you know, connected to the earth, like feet on the ground comes to mind. 8 of Swords then is in your environment. So this is overthinking things again. It's so similar to me of the confusion here with the 7 of Cups. And maybe there is a bit too many voices in your head, too many voices in your ear at this time. But there's a Tower card just come forward here, and this Tower is absolutely coming in for an improvement rather than and it could be a destruction of, you know, getting into these cycles of the mind tornado absolutely comes through here, and it's like the lightning is striking and it's cutting through all of these ties that you have. You might have negative ties in your life, particularly with this devil energy and the indecision. And it's like leaning into this nurturing heart energy here as well, comes through a lot with that King of Pentacles, and also into your fire. Your drive, your ambition here is coming through so strong. To come away from this, that Tower is here to wreck this. Maybe it's been a habit of a lifetime, but I think it's some kind of pattern that you're in lately. Maybe it's a cyclical thing that you can't help, but everything gets overthunk. You know, you just overthinking. I can be so, I'm a Pisces, but I'm terribly bad for procrastinating because I feel like I can't, and I'm overthinking things, making them feel more complicated than they are. So I think this Tower is here, you know, to remove that kind of pattern from your life. Something is happening. The universe is striking down this Tower here, and it's literally breaking the chains in front of me. Hey Capricorn, sorry about that, I got cut off. So I hope that makes sense. The Tower is here to fell the overthinking cycles that you get into, the procrastination is what I was saying there. This Tower is here for the good. It's, you know, your earth signs. This is such an earthy visual on this, you know. Um, and I feel these butterflies here and everything, and the creature there. Nobody looks so upset that they're flying away, or, you know, he's shocked his home has been destroyed, but at the same time he's sticking around as though he knows the universe is making this happen, and it's for a good reason. You've the guidance from spirit and their support in this change, Capricorn, and I feel that that's the thing. The Knight of Wands was at the back of the deck here, and it very much smacks back to this Queen of Wands, you know, the energy that you've embodied in the recent past of, you know, following a dream, going with the fire in your belly. And this Knight of Wands tells me, you know, you're going to be moving on from all of this, because it was when I clarified the Eight of Swords, sorry, yeah, that this Knight of Wands turns up at the back of the deck, and this is telling me, you know, this fire is burning bright, and you're absolutely going to go for this opportunity to fell a tower here and stop this cycle going round and round. It's a pattern I'm afraid I'm guilty of myself, overthinking and procrastination, delaying things. Wow, you guys, look what we have. Knight of Swords at the back of the deck. Something is happening very quickly. This is your hopes or fears position here. We've got 8 of Cups clarified by the major arcana number 8, Strength card, which is Leo energy. And we saw this earlier on under the deck. This is, you know, Spirit is saying how strong you are. You may know a Leo, because this is the card of Leo, of course, with that lion. And 888 tells me your luck is in as well. It's a very strong number for luck. You might feel like going, putting a bet on or buying a scratch card or something, because yeah, it's such a lucky energy. 888, as far as I'm aware, the angel number. But here we go. The Eight of Cups being clarified by the Strength card is telling me, you know, you are strong enough for this, walking away from an old way of being, from the way you used to give of your heart is coming through here. Thank you, Spirit. And it's like, you, yeah, you won't have any regrets. Even though you've invested in your heart and soul into something for a long time, like 8 cups worth, you're strong enough to make this change in your life. Capricorn is very, very powerful here with this Strength card. I can feel it. It's almost like ancestral sort of, you know, like this is such a wise person in this image here, and she is so courageous walking off like that. So this is you, you know, Capricorn. You're embodying this strength. 8 of Cups. Maybe you don't think you're strong enough for it, but I'm telling you, in your hopes or fears, I have to address the fact that you mightn't think you're strong enough for this ending that you're calling. 8 of Cups is moving on. And not saying, you know, and saying to yourself, your investments weren't in vain. We're going back to the 6 of Cups thing. It's like you've really learned so many lessons in the past, and it's gone up to 8 here now. And, you know, as things progress forward, it's like you're better to do it now than later is another message that's coming through there. Thank you, Spirit. So we have, I hope all of that makes sense to you. Capricorn, we've got the Six of Wands here in the near potential outcome, and this speaks of, you know, public recognition, big time, crossing over finish line, of course, just being triumphant. So we get a card to clarify that. That's the Knight of Swords I was saying. It just tells me that there's a massive, you know, rush to the finish line. It feels like here, say that's the finish line at your Six of Swords, or Six of Wands. So let's clarify your Six of Wands, please, Spirit, for Capricorn Collective today. This is so good. I love, love, love your energy here as well. And thank you all for connecting with me today. Wow, you guys, look at all of these cards. Death and rebirth is at the back of the deck. This is exactly it. It's out with the old, in with the new. You're done with this old tornadoes of the mind. You know, you're breaking yourself free. And I mean, free. This is absolutely, you know, you're taking off your shackles and you're going for it. Death and rebirth. This is unbelievable. Such confirmation. It's card number 13 there, under the deck. So the Six of Wands clarified by the Hierophant. Marvelous. The Hierophant talks about change. It's card number 5. Like I was saying, it's Taurus energy as well. So this speaks of, you know, ascension, going to the next level. Like it's a very much an awakening card, this one, in the imagery I see, you know, and it's like there's absolute delight in this person's face. They're so triumphant, and it's more just a reaffirmation of the Six of Wands energy that you're going to celebrate yourself, and you should definitely treat yourself. I feel like, Capricorn, this is an absolute feat. The Hierophant can also talk about a commitment, something you might be committing to, and it could be just this new, um you know, non-procrastination for being your thing from here forward, and not letting indecision hold you back any longer, you know. You've absolutely flipped here, and I love it. I just absolutely love it, and I'm so proud of you. I want to get you an oracle card to close out this reading. Or hang on a second, the notes come over me is the spirit animal cards. Where are they? I'm sorry, now we see it's one of these. Yeah, we'll get one of these spirit animal cards. This is a gorgeous deck, and we'll get some advice from Spirit to close out your reading. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle from Colette Baron Reid. I really love the images. They're so retro and different. It's really alternative looking. How do you dress your deer? It's got the antlers and all the bling all over. It's absolutely crazy. So we'll just give these a quick shuffle. So Spirit, will you bless this oracle deck, please, and bring messages through for our Capricorn Collective today, and send them off with more guidance, just a little bit more guidance for our Capricorn Collective before we move on and close out this reading today. Thank you, Spirit. This is just gorgeous. So let's have a look, see what Spirit wants to tell you. So many of them want to come forward, you guys. What have we got for Capricorn? It's this one. Set healthy boundaries. What did I just say we were talking about? Being in your boss energy, setting boundaries. That's the King of Pentacles there does that. Absolutely. So does the Queen. Could be a divine union amongst your energy as well at this time, because you have both the King and Queen of the King and Queen of Pentacles. Dream your world into being is at the back of the deck. That's Lizard Spirit, and we also have Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Isn't this just ridiculous? Look at the cow, he's all dressed up in flowers. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. Lizard Spirit, bring your world into being. I love that. And Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. I think that we need to go for the miracles are endless. No, hang on, 38, number 3, and number 15 as well is there. So let's have a quick look. We'll see what these cards look like for you. So number 3, let's have a look. Armadillo Spirit, setting healthy boundaries. This is just great. Hold on a sec now and I find him. Where is he? And antelope and the armadillo. Set healthy boundaries. Okay, you guys. Oracle message. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of armadillo spirit. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This is the devil energy, the temptation. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own is not, and what is not. Sorry. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin. What is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to. Declare what your needs are and say no as a full sentence. These are acts of respect and kindness to others as well as to yourself. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. Now, it says protection message. This is a tricky time as you may find yourself enmeshed with others, overly concerned with how they will take it if you say no or express how you really feel. Do you feel anxious saying no to somebody? So you capitulate, even knowing the outcome will not be in your best interest. Do you feel like it's your job to stop someone from facing their challenges? Instead, you might take on their responsibilities, rescuing them instead of giving them the freedom to learn their lessons their way. Perhaps you feel that if they only knew how much you cared, they would change, and then all would be well. Armadillo Spirit asks you to be honest with yourself and others, no matter how difficult that may be, or how much you may fear losing someone or something. Face your fear, tell the truth, and set your boundaries. You will be amazed at the miracles that happen when you let Armadillo Spirit protect you from taking on too much, becoming a people pleaser, and losing your integrity. Another message of protection from Armadillo Spirit is to relax, live and let live. If you or someone else is being defensive, you are called to step back and trust in Spirit's plan. You guys, this is just absolutely so aligned with what we were talking about. I'm just delighted with that. So there you have it. Thank you very much for bringing your energy out for me and connecting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure, delight connecting with your energy today, Capricorn, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you again. Do like, share, and subscribe if you like this content and you want to see more, and also hit that notification bell. Leave me a little comment if you want, maybe a cow if you can find them, or a lizard. We absolutely love the interaction with the channel. It helps me so much. I've only been doing this online tarot reading stuff since February, so I need a lot of support at the moment to try and get myself known better on this platform. So I'll see you again soon. Namaste. Take care, Capricorn. Bye.